welcome into Oaks Field at Foxcroft Academy. Shop stack. We've got regional final like everywhere else in the state. We've got regional semifinals. In fact, state semifinal action. Class D football as the Oak Hill Raiders come up to Dover Foxcroft and try and take on the #1 undefeated Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Mark, it is an uphill battle for the visitors as it is for any team that comes in here to this particular field. It has been for a while, traditionally, and now Oak Hill, the next in line to try and do what so many have failed to do in the past, beat FA.
Yeah, certainly, Sean. This is definitely an uphill battle. This Oak Hill team playing better as the season goes on, though. They lost this Foxcroft team 41-20 early this season. Both teams have improved since then, so it'll be interesting to see what we got this evening.
We're here in the Highland Federal Credit Union pre-game show. Did I get it right this time, Mark? I feel like occasionally I come up a little short on this one.
Yeah, Maine Highlands.
Maine Highlands. See, I knew I was missing the most important word.
Yeah, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pre-game show. Thank you to them, and thank you to all of our sponsors. Yeah, Sean, but this game, we're really looking forward to this. Tradition-wise, it doesn't get much better than these teams, right?
Yeah, and just look, these trophy cases are not bare at either school. In fact, Oak Hill, vivid memories of a couple state championships against a team from Pittsfield that will remain unnamed tonight because we'd like to just rinse our brains of those memories. Foxcroft Academy, plenty of trophies in the case as well. These two doing battle here tonight again in the semifinals. One region, one division in Class D football with, of course, state championship coming up for the winner here next weekend. We've got about 2 minutes on our pre-game clock here before our PA announces Toby Nelson introduces the teams. So we're going to step aside for a little bit here. When we come back, we'll have the opening introductions and the national anthem. You're listening to the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union pregame show. Oak Hill, Foxcroft Academy on Eastern Maine Sports.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
I'll take a grande, no-foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln Maine Federal Credit Union.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oakfield on the campus of Foxcroft Academy for tonight's Class D semifinal football game between the visiting Raiders from Oak Hill High School and your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Foxcroft Academy and Oak Hill are both proud members of the statewide Class D League, and we value sportsmanship. We ask that you cheer positively for the players, coaches, and officials involved and enjoy tonight's semifinal football game. The winner of this contest will play for the Class D State Championship next Friday night at Cameron Stadium in Bangor against the Winthrop Ramblers. We have two announcements before we introduce the starting lineups here this evening. During every sports season across the nation,
topple the mighty Ponies. Oak Hill, though, a lot of pride and certainly a formidable opponent. Any team is once you're playing this deep into November. Oak Hill has won the opening toss, and they've elected to receive the opening kickoff. So, Mark, in this era where we see so many teams try to adopt the Belichickian method of kicking off to start the game, or deferring at the start of the game, 2 weeks in a row, we've seen a team go, nah, we want the ball, let's go.
Yeah, I watched a couple games today, actually, and they did the same thing, which, I guess maybe teams are going away from that and taking the ball, want to get it off to a good start, and the same thing tonight. Again, we are officially back now. We kind of were off again for a second, but the sound is good now, Sean.
Wow.
Just in time. We're good, and
sweet.
Play ball. Couldn't be better timing, though, right?
Exactly. We get through all the pregame and all the festivities and the theatrics, and now, all right, we're here for football.
Yeah, and here we are, and again, we're looking forward to this. So much tradition between these two schools. We've said it a few times, but I don't think they heard us the first 2 times. 6 times in the last 8 seasons, these two teams have played in a state championship game, and one of them will again this year.
If you have heard us say the line twice already, you're about to get really sick of it. If you haven't, we'll say it now. These are not empty trophy cases. And here we go. There's a bag of stuff in the center of the field. The official has brought over. All right.
And beautiful night here. I'm gonna say this, Sean, too. Good call, not playing any games last night. It was downright awful.
It was a mess last night. I had to drive through it a little bit last night. You don't want a bus driving through the mess that was on the highway last night at all. So here we go. Safety's out of the way. The opening kickoff is gone down to the 12-yard line. And dragging the returner out of bounds, Gideon Topolsky with the tackle. It was Caden Thompson on the return. It's going to be about a 15-yard return, all things considered. And so Oak Hill begins its first drive tonight at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, we said it in our previous broadcast of Foxcroft. Good return there by Oak Hill, but Foxcroft's kicking game does give them an advantage over a lot of teams.
Huge. Oak Hill will operate out of the gun. They do not air it out on first down. Instead, it's a handoff up the middle. And I believe it was Thompson again on the carry, getting nothing through the middle. Maybe a yard, half a yard, 2nd and 10.
Winner of this game will get Winthrop next Friday night at Cameron Stadium for the state championship game. Winthrop defeated Freeport earlier this afternoon. Let's get you the rest of the scores later as we go.
Oak Hill relieved not to have ended up on Freeport's side of the bracket. When they met during the regular season, Freeport scored about 20 points before Oak Hill had run 3 plays on offense. Handoff goes to the left side. And it's Thompson again. Dodging bodies and tacklers, and enough for a first down up to the 37, 38-yard line.
Gets to the 38-yard line. It's 11-yard pickup and a first down for Oak Hill.
The first time these two teams played, it was close at halftime. Foxcroft did pull away and win by 3 scores, but it was a pretty competitive game till the third quarter.
All you have to do is hang around. Once you get to this stage, nerves take over at that point, and they could be a great equalizer with a lot of teams. 1st and 10 from the 37. Motion and another handoff, this time through the middle on the left side. Looked like it was Maverick Swan. And he's close to the first down marker. They stop the clock to have a look. And it's another first down, a 10-yard gain exactly.
So running game working well here for the Raiders early on.
Well, this is what you want. You're the underdog coming in. You get the ball first. and pick up big chunks of yardage. They snap 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Another handoff. This time it's Thompson, and he's going to get about 4 as he bounces off a man and falls just across midfield at the 49. Austin Seavey, the Foxcroft quarterback, left last week's quarterfinal game. Took a nasty shot trying to reach to the end zone. Wyatt Rayfield filled in for him. We can see Seavey warming up, just waiting for his shot to get on the field against this Oak Hill defense. But right now, the Raiders driving into Foxcroft territory. More misdirection, and it is Tiger Hopkins with the carry. He's down after a gain of 3 at about the 46.
So 3rd down. First time we got to 3rd down here on this drive.
3rd down and about 4 here for the Raiders from the 46.
3rd down, 4 yards needed. Needing to get just across the 43 to about the 42. Big 3rd down with 2 in the backfield. And the quarterback, Jackson Arbor, hands off. Nothing initially through the middle, but it's cut out by Tiger Hopkins across the 40, just short of the 35, and another 1st down, this time converting on 3rd.
So Oak Hill definitely found something that's working here early on, and that's the running game. As you said, initially he looked like he got stopped, but he went to the outside and got the 1st down.
We've seen so many teams, Mark, try to run up the middle against a team like Foxcroft Academy and usually yields nothing. That time, in danger of getting nothing, instead able to bounce back to the outside. A fresh set of downs now, starting at the 38.
3 1st downs already on the 6 plays early on for the Raiders.
Arbor takes a snap. He'll hand off to Adam Hinckley. 4th different running back for Oak Hill, which is yet to attempt a pass so far in the first 4 minutes of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, and they just want to keep it in position where they can just keep pounding the ball. They haven't got it into really a 3rd or 4th and long yet. We got 3rd and 4 was their only 3rd down conversion. So 7-play drive already here for Oak Hill. This is why they took the ball first. They wanted to kind of make a statement, and early on they have, but they got to put points on the board for it to matter.
They're across the 35 at the 34. Motion now with Hopkins. And they'll hand it off to Tiger Hopkins. Stopped just short of the 30 after a few yards. And another 3rd down coming up for the Raiders.
Anthony Smith on the tackle for Foxcroft. Pick up a 2 on the play. And it's 3rd down about 4 here for the Raiders from the 31.
So 8-play drive, but this is a big play. They want to convert and keep this drive going. And time of possession, they've already had it for almost 5 minutes.
Maybe Foxcroft expecting the pass. They bring Levi Strout back to the sideline. Big 3rd down now for the Raiders. Instead, it's a toss. It's Hopkins. And he is wrapped up near the 30. He would have got across maybe to about the 29. But it will not be enough for a 1st down. And now decision time here on 4th and 1.
I think they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1. I mean, they've been able to get 2 or 3 yards at least on every running play. So they're probably going to go for it here and try to pound it and get this 1st down. This will be the 10th play of the drive for the Raiders.
4th down and a yard. Lots of shifting around defensively for the Ponies. It's going to be Arbor keeping it himself and just getting trampled by the entire defensive line. Foxcroft turns it over on downs away from Oak Hill.
What a big stand there by the Ponies defense. Came up big. A 10-play drive. They held it for close to 6 minutes, and nothing on the board, though. Big play by the Ponies defense as they take over at the 21.
And now for the first time since late in the first half last week against John Baptist, we will see Austin Seavey take the field. And let's see what the Ponies offense can do starting at their own 32. Likewise out of the gun, and this time a handoff. It's going to be Drury. Our player of the game last week has got another big game tonight on his first touch across the 40.
I think it's a holding, though. I think it's going to come back. We'll see what the flag is, but I think there's a holding right here at around midfield.
Well, all that for a lot of nothing, perhaps. We'll see what the flag is sitting at the 45-yard line.
They are going.
Yeah, they're bringing the football back.
The unfortunate part about that is for Foxcroft is it really didn't have anything to do with the play. He was already going to get the yards, but it happened right in front of the official, so they called it.
A block in the back. The call that wipes out what would have been about a 28-yard gain. Penalty from the spot of the foul, so it gives us a rare 1st and 7 now for the Ponies. Ultimately, they get the penalty and they still gain a few yards out of it. Still first down. Hand off again. And this time Drury's going nowhere. As 2 or 3 different Raiders got there all at once.
Brings up a yard in the play. Brings up a second down. Second and about 7 here for the Ponies from the 33.
Yeah, we talked about that first drive for Oak Hill. Obviously, Foxcroft comes in here undefeated, the favorite, but Oak Hill held the ball 6 minutes. So if they can get a quick turnover on downs, it'd be huge here for the Oak Hill defense.
Look at how far up everybody is from Oak Hill. They are bringing the house. And officially a forward pass. That goes absolutely nowhere from Foxcroft.
Third down, 8 to the Ponies.
So 3rd and long here. So let's see what they do here. I would expect a pass, but we'll shall see.
So nothing doing on that play. 3rd down from the 33. Oak Hill's defense came to play. Getting a lot out of the middle from the senior Latrell Williams. Third down, 8 to go. We saw Oak Hill convert a couple of times on 3rd down. Here's Seavey to throw, and not on the same page. Was looking for Caden Crocker. That brings up a 4th down deep in their own territory. Foxcroft Academy forced to punt on its opening possession, again after the penalty that negated a 28-yard run. The word of the day, Mark, becomes discipline.
Yeah, you stay away from the penalties and the turnovers, and so far, one big penalty, and it went against Foxcroft.
Everybody yells poison as the punt is away. And it will roll to a stop between the 30 and 35-yard line. Oak Hill will take over in a scoreless game. 4:13 to go. Class D semifinal right here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Welcome back to Oaksfield at Foxcroft Academy. Sean Stackles alongside Mark Kalman. First play on the new drive for the Raiders. They run up the middle from Caden Thompson after the Raiders force Foxcroft to go 3 and out on their first drive. Oak Hill had driven down to about the 30 into FA territory before turning it over on downs. So second shot at it now for Oak Hill, starting with similar field position as their opening drive. but not similar results. They were taking big chunks of yardage at a time on the first drive. Not so much this time around. A couple plays, only 3 yards between them, and now 3rd and 7 coming up.
Nice crowd here tonight. This side is packed over here on the Foxcroft side. Nice crowd on the Oak Hill side too.
3rd down from the 35. We have not seen Oak Hill attempt a pass until now, and with a ton of pressure from Devin Henderson, the pass is picked off. It's Jesse Drury who will take from Devin Henderson. The pass is picked off. It's Jesse. Well, the offenses couldn't get it done, so the Foxcroft defense does. It's Jesse Drury with the pick. Give the assist to Henderson, who was in Arbor's face right from the get-go.
So Drury does it on both sides of the ball, this time on defense, and he takes it to the house for 6.
And now, as mentioned, the kicking game potentially on display for Foxcroft Academy. Kemsley Marsters with CV to hold. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up and good. 7-0, the lead for Foxcroft Academy. 2:49 to go here in the first quarter. We'll step aside when we come back. Foxcroft kicks off right here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game. Sluggers leads the way in baseball and softball training with industry-leading technology such as Hit Tracks that combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
Welcome back to Oaks Field. Sean Stackhouse, Mark Allen with you here on Eastern Maine Sports Media, wherever you may be watching across the state, across the country, across the world. Welcome in. Again, 2:49 to go with Foxcroft Academy having just scored a touchdown off a pick 6 by Jesse Drury. Oak Hill's first pass attempt of the game goes into their own end zone. And now, Marsters to kick off again. And it is a high towering shot. That's fielded inside the 20.
We saw this kind of last week from Foxcroft too. They create a lot of offense from their defense. I mean, their offense gets a lot of credit, as they should, with all the playmakers they have. But they do a lot of stuff on the, create that on the defensive end. You mentioned Henderson created kind of that turnover, getting the pressure on the quarterback, and then Drury did the rest.
So we'll see Oak Hill start from similar field position as its last 2 drives. The first ending around the opposite 30-yard line, featuring 4 different rushers. We'll see what they do here on first down this time around. It is again through the middle and stood up after a gain of a few.
So, if you don't look at the scoreboard for a minute, yards-wise, it's Oak Hill 67, Foxcroft 2. First downs, 3 for Oak Hill, none for Foxcroft, but that doesn't matter. You look at the scoreboard, it's 7-0, Foxcroft.
And the scoreboard is the only thing that matters at the end of the night. And currently, the numbers at the top tick down to 210, 209. Second and about 8 after the run by Hopkins on first. Handoff up the middle, Thompson. And he'll get to about the 36-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 for the Raiders from the 36-yard line.
So it might be in a position where they have to throw again here as it's, with 3rd down. And Foxcroft certainly brings the pressure when it comes to passing plays, and probably something Oak Hill wants to avoid here as the night goes on.
3 lined up to the right side. They bring one in motion, and they do sweep to the left. And Hopkins will not get enough for the first down. He's dragged down, had to do a great job of holding on to the football after a gain of about 3. And fourth and a long yard coming up.
I think they're going to have to kick being in this field position, but we'll see what they decide. We had a game last week where we didn't see anybody kick, did we? The 8-man game.
No, we did not, just about. There were very few punts in the game between Stearns and the now 8-man small school champion, state champion, Dexter Tigers.
Foxcroft special teams dangerous. Oak Hill's got to be careful here.
Well, given plenty of time to punt that away was Caden Thompson.
Thompson's punt will roll out of bounds at the 37.
And it goes to about the 37-yard line, out of bounds, and that's where Foxcroft Academy takes over with less than a minute to go here. 21 seconds left in the first quarter, so we'll have time for one more play before we step aside for the quarter break. Most likely one more play. Neither offense has moved the football particularly well since that opening Oak Hill drive. The 7-0 differential, if you're just joining us, provided by Jesse Drury, who has provided a lot for the Ponies this season. Maybe, Mark, an early candidate for POTG again.
He could
it is a handoff to Drury again, but this time he's going nowhere as Oak Hill got to him in the backfield. It looked like Adam Hinckley got him first. Everybody else swarmed in, and that's going to end the first quarter. Big stop on first down for Oak Hill. They'll go to work in the second quarter defensively as well. Trailing 7-0 to the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. We're back with the second quarter in a moment, right here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back to Oaks Field at Foxcroft Academy. Sean Stackhouse with Mark Calnan with Eastern Maine Sports Media. Foxcroft Academy leads this Class D semifinal game 7-0 as we start the second quarter. And it's Austin Seavey back in the gun for FA, trying to get the offense going, but there will be a flag before the snap, and it's going to be encroachment against Oak Hill. So a gift after the big defensive play to end the first quarter. All those yards coming right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so, yards, 71 for Oak Hill, 2 for Foxcroft. First down is 3-0. But as we mentioned multiple times, what matters is what's on that scoreboard down on the bottom of your screen.
Jesse Drury, the difference in so many ways. Second down and roughly 9.5 after the penalty. Through the middle, it's Drury again, and he's found a seam. Only one man to get a block around, and that's a great job getting around that block. Only one man to get a block around, and that's a great job getting around Drury and the Pony offense. And this one not coming back due to any penalties.
So that's a first down of the game by the Ponies. And again, mentioned it over and over, but Drury can do it on both sides of the ball, and he's proven it tonight.
Oak Hill is going to get very sick of hearing that name and seeing him with the football. First and 10 inside the 30. Seavey to pass, incomplete. Looking for Jack Smith.
Brings up second down and 10 for Foxcroft on the 27-yard line.
Raiders do get a brief reprieve from Drury. He is human after all. I believe out for that last play, out for this one as well. So we'll have second and 10 from the 27. Raider defense digs in deep. And it's a handoff through the middle. Gage Beaudry had some daylight right around the 20-yard line. Seven yards there, 3rd and 3 from right at the edge of the red zone.
Jury's back in. I would expect them to maybe go to him on this, on one of those flip passes or maybe a handoff. Changing the play, it looks like, at the line of scrimmage.
Both coaches barking out last-second commands to their team. And some shifting around. And after all that, Foxcroft Academy will take a timeout.
Sean, let's go over the scores of the day. A lot of games. The only ones going on right now is this one and Marshwood and Portland down in Fitzpatrick Stadium. 8-man small conference state championship, as you mentioned. Dexter defeated Maranacook 34-30 on the last play of the game. Bryce Connor to Avery Gagnon for the touchdown there. Congratulations to Dexter. Also, congratulations to Chevrolet. They won the 8-man large conference state championship 56-0 over Waterville. Congratulations to the Stags. In some semifinal actions in Class A, Thornton defeated Scarborough 28-12, but it wasn't easy. A lot of people thought it would be. They defeated 51-0 in the regular season. Not so easy in this game, 28-12. Oxford Hills defeated Bonnie Eagle 34-7. In Class B North, and probably the best game of the day, this and along with Dexter Maranacook, but Wyndham defeated Lawrence 42-35 in double overtime. Marshwood at Portland tonight. We'll go over to Class C scores right after this play.
Out of the timeout. 3rd down. It's Drury. Has a lot of room to run. Trying to stretch out for the first down. He's got it. Breaks a couple tackles. And then a collision at the sideline as he's forced out of bounds. More than enough for the first down as Jesse Drury gets a fresh set of downs. It looked like a gain of about 8 when they only needed 3.
Great run there by Drury. In Class C, as we mentioned, Winslow defeated Herman in a good one at Hampton Academy, 38-30. Class C South, that was Cape over Levitt, 25-23. We'll go over Class D. Well, we're in Class D, but we'll go over the other Class D score in just a second.
CV scans the defense. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 12. And he's throwing. Got a man in the end zone, and it's Gideon Topolsky for the touchdown.
Let's look at that again.
For the touchdown.
Just saw the end of it there, but nice catch by Topolsky.
You get one-on-one on the outside, and just have your guy go up and get it.
Kinsley Marsters on for the extra point try here for the Ponies.
So Topolsky, the first offensive touchdown of the night. And now Marsters for the extra point. And easily good. So after a short trip here in the second quarter, 10:48 to go. Foxcroft Academy 14, Oak Hill 0. Oak Hill gets another shot at it when we come back here at Oaks Field on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Welcome back inside the warm and toasty press box here at Oaks Field. Sean Stackhouse with Mark Callahan with Eastern Maine Sports Media. 10:48 to go as the Ponies of Foxcroft Academy lead the Oak Hill Raiders 14-0. And just even mentally, Mark, a huge drive coming up for Oak Hill as they try to stop this one from getting out of hand. A booming kickoff goes into the end zone on the fly. And an emphatic touchback from Marsters.
Yeah, you don't see that much in high school football in Maine, but Masters does that over and over. It just puts
there's no wind here, is there? I've been looking around. I haven't seen any. First couple kickoffs going towards the parking lot didn't have a lot behind them. Got around to about the 20, the 15-yard line. This one just launched.
And Masters, he might be able to get a scholarship in soccer or football. He's one of the better soccer players here at Foxcroft, too. And obviously he can kick in whatever sport there is.
Well, it's a handoff up the middle. Thompson with the carry for Oak Hill. So all the marveling of a simple kickoff out of the way. The 7-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 3.
That last scoring drive, Sean, 7 plays, 63 yards for the Ponies, capped off by that 12-yard touchdown throw.
Austin Seavey to Gideon Topolsky on the scoring play. Now it's the Oak Hill quarterback, Jackson Arbor. Taking the snap and handing off again up the middle. And immediately the clock stopped as we have a fresh set of downs. Thompson gets exactly what they need. Tiger Hopkins, Caden Thompson, Adam Hinckley, Maverick Swan, the 4 ball carriers so far tonight for Oak Hill.
Definitely a lot to choose from there.
They move Hopkins this time, and the delayed handoff going to Maverick Swan. He gets a couple. They'll give him 1 yard, 2nd and 9 from the 32.
You mentioned it, big drive here, big second down play, and big for Oak Hill just to keep this moving.
Harbor hands off to Tiger Hopkins, and he is dragged back to around the original line of scrimmage. He'll give him a couple yards of forward progress. And so it brings up a 3rd down and 7 or so from, it looks like they're going to spot it at the 34. Third down, play action. To the right side, pass is complete. First completion of the night for Arbor. It goes to Caden Thompson for the first down.
Goes without saying, but that was much needed for Oak Hill. And really, on their first drive, they moved the ball pretty well. They just couldn't finish it off, and then they had that big interception. And then in this drive, they got the ball here to the 45-yard line, and just got to keep moving it here and stay away from the turnovers or the penalties.
Trying to move on to the Foxcroft Academy half of the field for the second time, but they need a timeout first. And it's a timeout that we will take as well with 7:54 to go. Oak Hill trails 14-0 in the second quarter. We'll be back in a moment on Eastern Maine Sports.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Welcome back with 7:54 to go in the second quarter. Oak Hill takes a timeout after completing its first pass of the night. 1st and 10 at the 45. Been a steady dose of Caden Thompson and Tiger Hopkins running the ball for Oak Hill. See what they do with a new set. Handoff through the middle. It's Hopkins. Stood up initially and then plows forward for another yard or two. And Hopkins gets a gain of 3 on first down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd down 7 to the Raiders.
We don't have the exact stats for like time of possession or any of that, but Oak Hill has kind of controlled that. But that, they got to get a couple more first downs here and get some points on the board to make this. You don't want to give Foxcroft the ball back down 14-0 because they can make that a 3-score game very quickly.
Oak Hill's time of possession has been yes. And the ball at the middle again. And this time it is Hunter Drew getting the carry. So the 5th different ball carrier for the Raiders, barreling across midfield into Foxcroft territory at the 49.
Yeah, I mean, unofficially, play-wise, is 22 for Oak Hill and 11 for Foxcroft.
Oak Hill defensively has tried to limit the big play. It has worked off and on. Basically, anytime Jesse Drury hasn't touched the ball, it's been okay. Big 3rd down offensively now for Oak Hill. Through the middle, Caden Thompson near the first down marker, still on his feet, and he'll go across the 40 to about the 35 before he's finally wrestled down. A big, gritty, deep November run from Caden Thompson.
Yeah, it looked like Foxcroft had him down, but Thompson stayed on his feet somehow and kept on trucking, and big play there for the Raiders. Looked like he was down, but he was able to stay on his feet. Great job by him.
We've seen the whistle go quickly when players get stood up around the line of scrimmage. They let this one go, and Caden Thompson makes the most of it. Oak Hill offensive line has it working. This time it's Hopkins, and he tried to stiff arm his way around the edge. Did not work out. Gideon Topolsky with the tackle. He will gain a yard, maybe. 2nd down and just under 10 to go. Lots of steps on the ladder to try and get the points on the board for the first time tonight. Clock down inside 5:20. Harbor hands off to Thompson again across the 30. And there'll be another crucial 3rd down coming up for Oak Hill. As they stretch these drives along here, Mark, converting on 3rd down, you have to imagine at some point it's going to wear down the Foxcroft defense.
Yeah, no doubt. This is a second 10-play drive for the Raiders today. Their first drive of the game was 10 plays. This has been 10 plays. 11th play coming up here.
Have to find a way to deal with Anthony Smith, among others, along the Foxcroft line on 3rd down. It's going to be Hopkins dancing through the middle. A shifty move at about the 25, and he gets down inside the red zone, wrestled down at the 18-yard line.
And you're right. Your point's right, Sean. This could wear down Foxcroft. As strong as they are on defense, these long drives, again, 11 plays here. They've got 26 plays to Foxcroft's 11 so far on the offensive side.
Doesn't have to be all result. You can be process-oriented and get the job done. Trailing by 14, but in great field position now. It's Thompson. around the outside. Still on his feet, refusing to go down, and finally falls at the 12.
Casey Crocker, Gage Bogering on the tackle for Foxcroft Academy.
Tell you what, this Caden Thompson,
Pick up a 4 on the play.
very tough to bring down as the second quarter has dragged on. And he's had to be tough to bring down. He's had to break tackles around the line of scrimmage and has done so. 2nd and 5. Thompson again. Devin Henderson got to him first, but not before a gain of a couple, and it sets up another 3rd and short right around the 10.
Yeah, and obviously four down territory here, so either way I would think. So again, they keep pounding it, 13 plays this drive. Scoreboard is not in their favor, obviously, but everything else has been in the early going.
.250 to go in the second quarter. Class D semifinal game. A long way to go from here, but it's Hopkins through the middle, just dragging Pony defenders with him across the 5-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Just these guys are hard to bring down, Sean. Thompson and Hopkins, they're hard to bring down. Hopkins just stayed on his feet. He had Foxcroft Ponies all over him, but they just couldn't bring him down.
He gained 6 yards. He got hit after 2. 1st and goal. Hopkins again trying to go to the hot hand, and this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing to run through that time.
This is a 8-minute drive, Sean. For 15 plays, 8 minutes.
It's been that short, huh?
just pounding the ball on the run with the running game, and ultimately, all for naught if they don't put it ball in the end zone, though.
2nd down from the 4. Fake the handoff to Thompson. It's Hopkins. The play is blown dead as he was still trying to plow forward. He is marked down at the 1. More or less marked, stopped at the 1. Would have been interested to see if that play continued another 3 seconds or so as we get a Foxcroft Academy timeout with 1:28 to go here in the second quarter. We will keep it right here as Oak Hill tries to punch one in for the first time tonight. Only a yard away. We saw a goal line stand earlier today between Wyndham and Lawrence. I believe it was the Bulldogs stopping Wyndham from winning in regulation. A bizarre turn of events in that game with the onside kick taken by Lawrence after, I believe they tied the game.
No, they went ahead 28-21 in the fourth quarter.
And they went for the onside kick, so they tried the old Sean Payton thing.
And Wyndham
took it back for
a touchdown, and then they ended up getting the ball back and had a chance to win, and Lawrence did stop them, but that changed the whole feeling of that game.
And it literally changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Wyndham went on to win in 2 OT.
Right. I mean, if you kick it off there, a whole different game. But here, this is the 17th play of the drive, Sean.
3rd and goal from just outside the 1. 2 plays to get 1.5 yards. They try Thompson, and is dragged back. Anthony Smith with the tackle. They'll spot him at the 1.
I mean, we're in the first half here, but this is huge.
It is.
We've plenty of time left in this game either way, but
and Oak Hill will have timeout. Sorry to cut you off here, Mark, because I believe we're going to get a timeout with 1:05 to go.
Foxcroft called that timeout.
Yeah, and Oak Hill will have some left in the off chance that they don't get into the end zone here on 4th down.
Right, because Foxcroft had the ball at the 1.
Yeah, and if you're Foxcroft, you can't celebrate just getting the stop. You got to find a way not to give up a couple.
But Coach Danny White looks like he wants to have all his pieces together, make sure that he's got the defensive alignment he wants, and to see what happens. Big play. As I said, we got over 24 minutes left in this game as we had a whole second half, but this feels like it's a big play in the second half. 18th play of the drive. This might be the longest drive I've seen this year for any game that I've seen, and it's been how much time left? A minute. There's been over a 9-minute drive too. So Foxcroft really hasn't had the ball much. When they did, they scored a touch in this quarter, and when they did, they scored a touchdown.
An entire military campaign comes down to 1 yard on 4th down. Empty backfield, though, will bring motion. Thompson in behind Arbor. It's Thompson trying to find a hole to run through, and he does not get in. He got as close as you possibly could, and Foxcroft Academy slams the door shut.
Huge. As they said, it feels just like a play in the second half. That's how big that is. You know, you go 18 plays, 9 minutes, and don't come up with any points. Kudos to the Foxcroft defense. Bending, but don't break. Is that the saying?
The back of the football will be just off the goal line. That's how close. And that's how close Foxcroft will start to its own end zone.
18 plays, 9 minutes.
And 0 points. Now they may get an extension of that here if they can maybe force a safety. It will be a shotgun snap to Austin Seavey. Takes that snap a few yards deep, and Drury will come out of the end zone, and that erases any doubts as to whether or not Foxcroft was going to give up any points. They may even score some. Almost a 20-yard gain on 1st down.
Well, that kind of changes things. I mean, they got plenty of time.
It does a little bit.
They got plenty of time now to try to make something happen.
The clock will, I believe, run again. It does inside 48 seconds. Seavey has options, looking to the far side. Incomplete. That stops the clock at 40.1.
Brings up 2nd down. The clock will be stopped on the incomplete pass.
So it went from like a dangerous position there at the 1 to breaking it to getting into a position where they can maybe try to get some points on the board.
This would be crippling if Foxcroft Academy is able to put one in after being backed up 99.5 yards away from their own end zone. Second down. Drury through the middle, trying to keep going, and holding on for dear life was, I believe, the quarterback, Arbor, in on defense. And he did stop Drury long enough for the rest of the defense to get there. They hurry it up now with 20 seconds left. They got to get Seavey in a position here as we tick down inside 12 seconds.
Might be the last play of the half right here.
Get time for 2 if this one's quick. It's a handoff to Drury, and this likely will be the last play of the half as Drury is tackled at the 20-yard line, and that sends us to halftime. An eventful half that it was. Oak Hill, tons of offense, but no points. Foxcroft Academy takes a halftime lead, 14-0. We'll come back with our halftime show right here on Eastern Maine Sports Media. Yep. Sure you don't want to do it? Yeah. I think it makes more sense.
Like, you are the community guy.
Okay.
Like, you know a lot more than I do.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Eric.
See what I mean? Like, so I don't know that I got all of the lines there.
Good morning. Hey, good morning.
So how
you doing? Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm actually going to do the interview.
You are? Okay.
Yep.
But you still get some stuff. Yeah.
You get to borrow this?
Yeah, just right there.
Oh, great. Treat it well.
You might.
And try not to kill trouble.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of need him to get a cigarette. Yeah. Hey. So when you have a camera on the tripod, it's actually self-defeating. It's already set.
Oh, it is on. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Is that right there?
Yeah. So you want to turn that off?
I don't know. How do I do that? I'm not sure how I do
Well,
that.
I don't know on that camera
Yeah,
either.
I won't worry about
the message now.
No,
Yeah.
Good call.
But, yeah. No, I noticed that. I figured I'd let you know.
Thank you.
Back here at Oaks Field on the campus of Foxcroft Academy, where the Ponies have a 14-0 lead over Oak Hill in this Class D semifinal game. And as Oak Hill's put up quite a battle in the first half, good defensive stand by Foxcroft late in the half to prevent a long drive from ending in points. My name is Mark Callan. We're going to talk to Eric Ogden here at halftime of this game. Eric does a lot of photographs of the local teams. I see you at Guilford a lot. I see you here at Foxcroft and Milo, a lot of the local teams. Just to kind of talk about what you do, for the community here.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm a professional photographer. I'm from the area. I moved away, joined the Army out of high school, and I retired a few years ago and moved home and decided in my retirement I want to do something I want to do. So photography has always been a passion, and this is a way for me to give back to the community as well. Being, everybody knows here, Piscataquis County, we're small schools, and a lot of times our schools get overlooked, and I just wanted to give our kids the same treatment some of the bigger schools get. So,
yeah, maybe just talk about like your reaction from the kids, to get you at the games and to see your photos and maybe get some of your photos. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's I got to be honest. That's really what motivates me. Once the kids all know me now, and a lot of times, especially here at FA, the field hockey team in particular, I'll walk on the field and they'll stop whatever they're doing and just get together in a group and pose for me. So it's good to see that reaction. It makes me feel good, makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, no doubt. And because so how long have you been doing this? First of all, you said you got out of the. Thank you for your service there, by the way. And but just how long have you been doing this? Photography.
Honestly, I've been doing sports photography since I was in high school. I graduated from Penquis Valley, and a few years ago, we'll leave it at that. And I used to take pictures of the games then. Got away from it for a while, and once I got near the end of when I knew I was retiring in a few years, I picked the camera back up, got back into it, and got some experience while I was away. Worked for a commercial photographer, worked for an architectural photographer, different things, but now I'm home doing what I love.
Yeah, no, and I saw that the other night, and I know you've been doing some college games too. You were at Husson, right?
Yes, yeah, I am the official team photographer for Husson, so I do all of their marketing, sports photos, as well as the action photos for the games. Yeah, which is great. I have a blast down there as well. Getting to know those kids as well, so it's great.
Up here we stay neutral during our broadcast, but it must be pretty exciting for you to see like the because you're here a lot, seeing the run like that Foxcroft went on, and the field hockey and football. They win this, they appear in a state championship game. So it must be kind of exciting for you to the teams you follow all year to see them go far.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I do, like you said, on the field. I stay neutral as possible. But you get excited every once in a while. You might let a cheer out when appropriate, but we still try to stay neutral.
Yeah, and what are we gonna say in basketball coming up, you're probably doing a lot of that. And what other sports have you do?
So whatever's going on right now. So all the schools here, the Guilford and Milo is just basically basketball and cheer. I don't know if Dover's got indoor track. I believe they do in the fall. I'm not sure.
And then in the winter they got
wrestling. Yep. And then all the sports for Husson's got the swim and dive team, indoor track, and basketball. So
you're a physical photographer for Husson, so that you do all the sports there?
Everything, yeah.
So you're there a lot.
Yeah, which is great.
And so a lot of success there. But again, it's great for the community, and where can they find you, like online?
So I put all the pictures I take for the schools at the end of every game. I provide the pictures to the schools, but I also put them on my Facebook page for the parents and the students to see. And it's just Eric Ogden photos on Facebook and on Instagram. So the parents tend to see the pictures on Facebook, and the kids see it on Instagram. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? the Instagram's kind of for the younger crowd.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But again, if you get the action here, you probably get the plays down there, and it's for the game. Huh? And do you get say tonight they're playing Oak Hill, a team far away? Do you get kind of some people from there?
I do, yeah, because I'll try to. The away team. If a lot of times the school will have a Facebook page or the team will, and I'll try to tag them in my posts, so the parents there can get the pictures as well. I started doing this for the schools during COVID when the parents couldn't even come to the games. Right. So I made it was a big effort on my part just for that, because so the parents could see their kids. Yeah. I'm a parent too, and I know how it feels. So. That was just that's the driving thing for me.
Yeah, and probably last year. This year, obviously, we got a big crowd tonight. This is nice to see. But yeah, that probably was even more important. Because the kids. The parents, as you said, couldn't even see the kids. So like what we're doing and what you're doing was even more important during those times.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Eric, for joining us, and thank you for what you do for the community. And,
thanks for having me.
It's great, and we'll definitely see you around during. Maybe have you on again later in the basketball season or something.
Anytime, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, have a good night. Thank you, Eric.
Yep, sure. Thank you.
I
really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming up.
What we got?
Got some commercials.
Sluggers baseball and softball training offers a variety of classes and leagues to expose you to a wider view of the game.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. How long?
Leads the way in baseball and
we got a couple minutes. Then we'll come on, and we might do a couple more.
Combines a traditional batting cage experience with modern analytics, all from the virtual diamond of your favorite ballpark. Check out Sluggers today on Facebook, schedule online, or call 207-951-2250 to start your journey with the best training staff around. Excellence starts at Sluggers.
take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln, Maine Federal Credit Union.
Take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Switch to Kasasa Checking at Lincoln, Maine Federal Credit Union.
Remember, Oak Hill got the opening kickoff, so they will kick off, presumably, to start the second half, and what a big swing of momentum that could be, Mark, as we go through the early stages of the third quarter. We saw Oak Hill, on their first possession, get all the way down to about the Foxcroft 30-yard line. Then they fell short on 4th and short. Foxcroft came back, didn't really move the football. And then on Oak Hill's second drive, a pick six set up by pressure from Devin Henderson, the interception by Jesse Drury, and the rest is history. 14 points later, we saw Oak Hill down to the 1-yard line right at the end of the first half and just could not plow through with Caden Thompson.
Yeah, an 18-play, 9-minute drive, didn't come up with any points. What a huge play that was near the end of the half for the Foxcroft defense to halt that drive right where it was. And again, other than putting the ball in the end zone, Oak Hill's kind of done what they wanted, but it really doesn't matter if it's 14-0 on the other side.
And counting, perhaps. They did put a few more minutes on the halftime clock, so we will have a few minutes before we do start our second half here between Oak Hill and Foxcroft Academy. Winner gets... how many schools are in this now? Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale. I think it's just those three, right? Or do they have a couple stragglers from another couple schools? Either way, the Ramblers are waiting for the winner next week.
They certainly are, and wouldn't be surprised if they're either watching this game through us or here, right now.
I would be surprised if they are not here. Their game was earlier today, took care of business. Boy, did they, as they have so often this season against anybody not named Foxcroft Academy. So I imagine there will be some coaches up here to catch parts of this game. Elsewhere across the state, especially in southern Maine, a lot of state and regional championships decided. One up here in this neck of the woods as well. A little further east with Winslow claiming the Class C North crown over the Herman Hawks. Tightly contested game there, as we expected it would be. But it's the Black Raiders who have a trip to the state championship game next weekend. Not against Leavitt, Mr. Calnan.
No.
Cape Elizabeth comes through, one of 2 walk-off wins.
Yeah, two of them, as you mentioned. Cape with a win over at Leavitt, never an easy place to win.
Last play of the game?
Yeah, last play of the game, and the last play of the game at Fitzpatrick Stadium, Dexter with a win over Maranacook. And speaking of Fitzpatrick Stadium, Sean, just got an update on Marshwood and Portland. Marshwood with a 21-0 lead over top-seeded Portland in that one at halftime. So that's kind of a little bit of a...
It's ironic that those two are playing at Fitzpatrick Stadium. The 2 schools that I've heard the most about, why don't they play in Class A? They're playing each other for a Class B plaque. And you know what? It's fitting. And going their way.
Yeah. And Portland undefeated coming into that game. And the Hawks have the comfortable lead at halftime in that one. So, might be a surprise to some, but Marshwood has the tradition where they expected, kind of like these 2 teams.
If anybody is surprised by Marshwood winning a football game, I don't care who they're playing. You are just misguided. There's a lot of winning that has happened down at Marshwood over the past, I wouldn't say full decade, but darn close to it.
Yeah, that's quite a tradition there. Speaking of tradition, these 2 teams have a lot of tradition, and one of them is going to go to the state championship game. It will be the 7th time in 9 seasons that one of them got to the state championship game.
That is the worst person to kick the football to. Jesse Drury on the return. Caught it in stride at about the 27-yard line. And Foxcroft Academy is going to start on the Oak Hill half of the 50 after about a 35-yard kick return.
I want to thank Black Bear Crane, the Black Bear Crane halftime show, where Eric Ogden joined us. And thank you to all of our sponsors. I guess we had a little problem with the audio during halftime, the commercial, so I apologize for that, but I'm not sure what was happening with that.
Let this be a lesson to you kids out there. As many wise gentlemen and ladies have told me, the microphone is always on.
Always hot.
Yes. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the correct half of the 50 for Foxcroft. It is Jesse Drury. Dragged down from behind. Actually, big saving tackle made by Tiger Hopkins. I mean, it looked like Drury was on his way, but Hopkins would not let go, and it's a gain of 6.
So unofficially, the first half, 33 plays to 12 in Oak Hill's advantage, but you can see the score at the bottom, though.
Yeah, again, a lot of offense, but the points not there in the end. So here we go. 2nd and about 4. Seavey very quickly over to Topolsky, who has a touchdown catch tonight. And he'll run out of bounds for a 1st down and a gain of about 10.
32-yard line. It's going to be good enough for a Foxcroft Academy 1st down. 1st down, Ponies at the Oak Hill 32.
Yeah, in this big crowd here, I'm sure there's somebody that represents Winthrop and all those other towns, and checking this one out as see who their opponent's going to be Friday night, Cameron Stadium.
It's Drury to the left side, and he's not going to outrun the D-backs, but will still pick up a big chunk of yardage before Brandon Jaguar and Adam Hinckley are able to drag him down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10, just shy of the 14-yard line.
The pickup of 17 in the play for Drury, a first down for Foxcroft.
One of the reasons I love coming to games at Foxcroft Academy, I don't have to do the math. Our PA announcer, Mr. Nelson, will do it for me.
Yeah, he's
17 yards, 1st and 10 from the 14.
pretty good. It makes that job easier, huh?
Seavey again, quickly incomplete off the hands of Topolsky.
Not a bad pass. It kind of close together where that fastball kind of went off his hands.
So the clock stops at 10:11 to go here in the third quarter. Foxcroft Academy, as we were talking about coming into the second half, trying to ride the wave of momentum following a huge goal line stand right before the half. They'll line them out 3 wide. And through the middle they go again. Beaudry with the carry for a couple. Got to be, well, you would think, 4 down territory at this point, but they do have the boot of Marsters if they think they should need it.
Yeah, and obviously a field goal would make it a 3-score game, so that would be a big play if they chose to go that way.
With so few teams, even playing deep into November with a quality kicking game, it almost feels like advanced technology at times. Huge third down here, though, as we start to step out on the branches of the decision tree from the 12-yard line. And already, Coach White did not like what he was seeing from the offense. He'll call a timeout. We'll take it as well with 9:22 to go here in the third quarter. Foxcroft 14, Oak Hill 0. We're back on Eastern Maine Sports in 30.
Can you see if that's playing? I wonder if that is.
Well, I can try.
Right, hold on. I get it.
Hello, YouTube chat. And welcome back to Oaksfield here at Foxcroft Academy. I do that all the time with production on the esports broadcast as well. Let's go, hello chat, just to give them a little anxiety and to test if we are actually on. Third down coming up here from the 12-yard line. Foxcroft Academy trying to put the finishing touches on the opening drive of the second half, up 14. And it's Drury. Just met by a stiff tackle by Brandon Jaguar, going nowhere. It's a loss of 2 on third down, and now fourth down for the Ponies. You look for some of the hardest hits on this Oak Hill defense, and they do come from number 6, Jaguar. They will go for it on fourth down. 10 yards. Drury with Seavey. They'll roll right. Down through the middle and incomplete. Turnover on downs as Jack Smith couldn't hang on. He had nothing but green grass in front of him, but the drop turns it over. And now Oak Hill will get the ball around the 15-yard line. So Oak Hill, Mark, they do just enough on their first defensive stand of the third quarter. The defense has given the offense a chance. And Arbor will take the shotgun snap, and as he has done so many times tonight, hands the ball off up the middle. It is Caden Thompson with the carry. And he will get about 6. Second and 4, coming up on 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Raider offense has to get rolling sooner or later, and they will not get much here, maybe a couple. It was Anthony Smith in there, among others, on the tackle. And backed up deep in their own territory, Oak Hill faces third and short. Third down from the 23. It's a low snap handed off to Thompson. And he did not get enough for the first down. He'll be just short. Needed 3. Got about 2, maybe 2.5. And a decision to be made here by Oak Hill. Back in their own territory on fourth down. I mean, it's a throw of the dice if you go for it here, right?
It is, because you're almost putting this play on the game if you do that. Because but they are.
Well, the mantra will be watch the ball. We'll see if Arbor tries to draw them off sides. They do not draw anybody off, and the run up the middle is not going to get there.
What a big play there by the Ponies defense. The second 4th and 1 stand, the other one was at the goal line. This one, again, I mean, Oak Hill has confidence in their defense, and they got to come through big now, as Foxcroft only needs to go 22 yards to get into the end zone.
They have had trouble stopping the man standing to Austin Seavey's right, Jesse Drury. And so why not go to him? First down run, and he cuts back to get away from the initial effort of Caden Thompson. Boy, as soon as Thompson was standing right in front of him, I didn't give him much of a chance to get anything off of that play, but in fact, Drury picks up 11 and has a first down. So they get halfway to the end zone on one play, a fresh set of downs. They don't need to score to get a new set. First down run to Beaudry. And he is dragged down in a late flag after the tackle. Couldn't tell if that was Daniels who had the tackle for Oak Hill, and they might have got a handful of face mask. That is the signal, and it will move the football forward half the distance to the goal from there.
Kind of when, late in the half when that play happened at the goal line, that probably took a lot of air out of Oak Hill as, they have that good long drive and they just couldn't finish it. And then here they go for a 4th and 1, deep in, your own territory, and kind of takes out any steam they had.
First down and 1. We're seeing it all tonight. Baudry lines up with Seavey. And they do go to Baudry. Far side. Hit right at the first down marker. It will be enough, maybe. It is enough for the first down.
And that'll be good enough for a first down. First and goal here for the
So there is first and goal now from inside the 2-yard line. Gage Baudry carrying the load this stage in the third quarter, and now they bring back Drury. We taking bets here, Mark? Drury. Handoff through the middle. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Foxcroft. A 3-yard touchdown run for Jesse Drury, and the Ponies now lead it 20-0.
Drury with his second touchdown of the game, 1 on offense, 1 on defense.
A rather predictable play call when you've got a horse like that in the backfield. Might as well. Marsters for the extra point. And the snap gets away, and Marsters will just dive on it to prevent any kind of recovery and keep at least the shutout intact, because there was a swarm of Raiders in the backfield. 4:26 to go here in the third quarter. Foxcroft has added to their lead, 20-0. We'll come back with the rest of the third quarter right here on Eastern Maine Sports Media. We welcome you back inside the press box here at Oaks Field. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Callan with Eastern Maine Sports Media with 4:26 to go. Foxcroft Academy getting closer and closer to a state championship game with the Ramblers of Winthrop, Monmouth, and Halldale. I've petitioned for them to be called the Ramble Stang Dogs, and nobody will join me in this effort.
Keep trying, Sean. Keep trying.
All right. We got a week. Kickoff from Marsters. Fielded at about the 3-yard line. And just a shot at the 20.
He'll bring it out for Oak Hill. He'll be hit by Chase Higgins. Down at the 23-yard line.
As you may have heard, Chase Higgins in on the tackle.
It's a return of 20 yards and a first down for Oak Hill with their own 23.
Those are one of the harder hits we've heard tonight. Certainly the hardest not delivered by Oak Hill's Brandon Jaguar, who has been excellent on defense until Foxcroft Academy decides to run away from him. Oak Hill back to work, and the snap is fumbled. There have been a few low snaps that Arbor has had trouble with. And this time a loss of about 5.
I want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors, because not all the sound's been coming on for the commercials in the second half here, so we got them all in the first half. But thank you to Kimball Insurance, Rawls Garage, Lincoln Federal Credit Union, Ames Chiropractic, Gateway Title of Maine, Heron Brothers, Slugger and Sluggers out of, and thank you to all of them, and also Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, the pregame show, Black Bear Crane for the halftime show, and Bangor Savings Bank for the postgame show, which we'll be giving a $10 gift card to the.
I will be?
Well, yeah, it comes out of your pocket.
All right. I was not informed of this. Is there an ATM on campus? Throw goes to the right. And it is complete to Tiger Hopkins.
Number 33.
So a different look that time from Oak Hill.
Yep.
But in the end, it's still Hopkins receiving the ball in the backfield and being forced to get some work done. Couldn't get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And actually, Bangor Savings Bank will be giving away that. Thank you to them for sponsoring the postgame show and the
my heroes.
Get to keep that $10 in your pocket, and they'll take care of that. Jesse Drury's won that twice this year.
He's closing in on a third. Speaking of the number 3, big third down here, and Oak Hill's going to take a timeout to talk about it. With 2:50 to go. Oak Hill needs a big one here, down 20, late in the third. We'll be back in 30 here on Eastern Maine Sports Media. It has been a spooky night. Halloween season is not going away. All the technology on the fritz. But we are back here at Oaks Field. Big third down coming up now for the Oak Hill Raiders. And another low snap goes through the legs of Arbor. He'll retrieve and just fire away, and there is nobody over there. And no flag, so we will just have fourth down. So on this drive, 2 out of 3 snaps down around the ankles of Jackson Arbor. And now Oak Hill will line up to punt. Caden Thompson is back in kick formation. Oak Hill conceding they'll need to play the field position game. And a fair catch called for, and then the wind got a hold of it maybe at the last second. Either way, ball misjudged. It'll go out of bounds at about the 44-yard line where Foxcroft Academy will take over. The important thing there, at least he didn't touch the ball after misreading it in the air. You imagine if that goes off a hand or a piece of the helmet, deflects another 5-10 yards downfield, maybe Oak Hill can do some damage. Instead, have to play defense 56 yards away from Foxcroft's end zone. One more at this point might just put this semifinal game to rest. You can imagine the Ponies are going to want to take their time doing so. It's a handoff to Drury. And he cuts upfield for a gain of 3.
This is our last broadcast of the fall season. As next week's state championship weekend, we'll be there for whoever wins this game Friday night. It won't be on the broadcast, but our next broadcast will be December 2nd right here at Foxcroft Academy for some preseason basketball. PCHS and Foxcroft, a boys-girls doubleheader that night, and get us ready for the season and some preseason action, and then we'll be ready for the regular season with the teams. And we need preseason, to make sure we get all the equipment good and stuff.
Yeah, right? Everybody needs preseason. Broadcasters, too. Second down, handoff to Beaudry. And he's going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. Tried to stretch that outside. DeAndre Daniels in on the tackle. And unless my eyes deceive me, I think Maverick Swan might have been in there too. If not, Brandon Jaguar. He's been everywhere else tonight. A minute 20 and counting. Foxcroft can just about run this down to the end of the quarter. But they face 3rd and 10 from the 44. Seavey fakes the pass out to the flat, and instead he's got his man downfield. It is Jaden Richard, who's been very quiet tonight. A huge reception late in the third quarter. In that window that Oak Hill was trying to keep open, closes a little bit more.
And again, we mentioned it before, but yeah, Drury might be the main weapon, but somebody we haven't even seen tonight. They got so many weapons, and we don't know if he's unavailable now. It's Caden Crocker, who has been a kind of a key to this Ponies attack all season. But we have not seen Caden Crocker this game, and that just shows how many weapons they have.
And here is their most lethal weapon, Drury, held to only 3 or 4 yards on what will almost surely be the last play of the third quarter. Foxcroft Academy is going to take a 20-point lead into the fourth quarter of this Class D semifinal game. We will have that fourth quarter for you when we come back. 12 more minutes to go here on Eastern Maine Sports Media.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
Foxcroft Academy wants it this way, 20-0 over Oak Hill with 12 minutes to go. Fourth quarter about to get underway here from Oaks Field. Sean Stackhouse alongside Mark Calnan. Hope you're enjoying tonight's coverage. We got the audio fixed. One problem down. I can't wait to see what else goes wrong. This is officially a pass to Caden Crocker. You say his name and he just manifests himself right before our eyes, and he's going to have a first down.
Right, though? We haven't seen him? Is that...
Not that I can recall.
I mean, that's... and he's one of the most dangerous players. Well, Drury, obviously, in CV, but Crocker has been all year, and there he comes, fourth quarter. They bring him out.
Yeah, when you said, hey, we hadn't seen Caden Crocker, my first instinct was to go, who? They have not needed him to be a deadly threat tonight. Topolsky, Drury have the 3 touchdowns. And it's going to be Beaudry trying to power through the middle as he falls across the 5-yard line, right at the 5. And yet another first down. It looks like. Sizing it up, no. He gained about 9 yards and 2.5 feet.
Just shy of a first down. Second down and 1 from the 6.
3 downs to gain a few inches. Hand off to Drury. And he's got a seam, and he's in for the touchdown.
His third touchdown of the game, second touchdown on offense.
They've scored just about every way you can. The pass to Topolsky early, the interception return by Drury, and then 2 runs into the end zone. Jesse Drury responsible for 18 of the 26 points. And Marsters looking to convert for the 3rd time tonight. And he does.
And the kick on the way for Marsters is good. 11 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
11:09. Foxcroft Academy with a quick drive, up 27-0, closing in on reaching the state championship game. We're back with the conclusion after this.
To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
All across New England, business owners are finding new ways to succeed. Families are working hard to provide for their loved ones and their future. It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
It started close. It has gotten gradually not close as the night has gone on. Foxcroft Academy starting to pull away. Up 27 now with the lion's share of the fourth quarter remaining. And a touchback on the ensuing kickoff from Kemsley Marsters. Foxcroft Academy closing in now, Mark, on a date with Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale for the state championship next week.
Yeah, I mean, those two teams came into the playoffs as the top two teams in Class D, and looks like they'll play out that way where they'll meet Friday night at Cameron Stadium. Last time there was a state game at Cameron Stadium, back in the 80s, Foxcroft played in that one. Nice run there.
Yeah,
close
they go
to first
through
down.
the middle with, it was Swan.
So break down the touchdowns again. Drury got an interception return for a touchdown. Seavey to Toplowski for a touchdown. Drury with a touchdown run, and Drury with another touchdown run. So 3 touchdowns, 2 on offense, 1 on defense for the Ponies star player.
Well, after 8 yards from Maverick Swan on first down, Oak Hill goes back to work. And the toss going, oh my goodness, wide open downfield. It was a halfback pass. Tiger Hopkins led his man a little too far. I mean, there was nobody in the same zip code. But it's third down.
Thank John Pratt for joining us doing the camera work tonight.
I've been wondering about the list of celebrities that you have enlisted for tonight's efforts. Last week you had a coach of the year running, national coach of the year running camera. You had our PA announcer running errands. We'll see what happens here at the end of tonight's game as they go up the middle with Thompson. And needed about 2. Got just under 2. And they'll have fourth down and final gasp of air here. Just short of the 30.
Fourth down and 1 for Oak Hill from the 29-yard line.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to the first time they met. It was pretty close in the first half, and Oak Hill kept it close, and then Foxcroft kind of pulled away in the second half. And it's kind of similar to this game. Its score looks lopsided and probably going to end up that way, but it really in the first half, till that fourth down stand, it could have gone either way.
A lower than comfortable snap, but corralled by Arbor, and he does hand off to Thompson for the first down. 2.5 yard gain, and Oak Hill stays alive here with 9.5 minutes left.
Sean, what was your kind of maybe biggest surprise of today?
That so few people have been involved in the attack for Foxcroft Academy because they haven't required everybody. They haven't needed all hands on deck. The offensive line has given Jesse Drury holes that you could drive a Mack truck through, and he has taken advantage. Handed off up the middle again this time, and it is going for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, we mentioned how many weapons Foxcroft has, but Winthrop could be scouting this game and like, okay, we got to stop 27. But they have a lot more weapons than that, and maybe tonight that's kind of what they've shown. But Seavey's a weapon, Crocker, they got wideouts.
I think Winthrop is probably aware of all of Foxcroft Academy's threats, given their meeting earlier in the fall. It's going to be an epic clash next week. This time the toss goes to Tiger Hopkins, and he's got some room to run on the far side. Only one to beat if he can get away, but finally shoved down after a massive gain.
And Oak Hill's saying, "Hey, don't say that quite yet. We got 8 minutes to get some scores on the board and see what happens."
Yeah, about a 40-yard gain and some change as Tiger Hopkins nearly took one to the house. Just short of the 20. Oak Hill has only been this close to the end zone. This will be their 3rd time tonight. Oh, just a desperation heave and incomplete.
Almost worked out, but yeah, that could have ended very badly for them. But
yeah, that's just a busted play that I'm trying to hide from Mark as he tries to take a photo. A busted play that sees Jackson Arbor try to throw one to the end zone, nearly caught. Certainly a jump ball that could have been picked off. Very reminiscent, Mark, of the first passing attempt from Oak Hill tonight, with Henderson in the backfield on that occasion.
Yeah, that ball ended in Crocker's hands.
2nd down, and now Arbor and Oak Hill throwing a lot more. Pass complete to the far side. DeAndre Daniels gets out of bounds to stop the clock at 7:57.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Brings up 3rd down about 5 for the Raiders from the 15.
I just didn't know where that music was.
Mark is giving me some weird looks. Look, I don't pick the music around here. I give no criticisms nor endorsements. But the students are into it.
Yeah, they are. There's
3rd
a
and
huge
5.
crowd, yeah.
Big 3rd down conversion here, and through the arms of Maverick Swan, incomplete. And as Oak Hill has found themselves a few times before tonight, 4th down, 5 to go, deep in Foxcroft territory.
It was 7:52 left, and say it. This is their last kind of shot to keep this moving, and again, they had a good game plan in the first half. They just could not convert anything, and including that big long drive. And this one,
this ball is thrown right into the hands of Caden Crocker. A flag comes in near the end of the play. The interception itself will surely stand. That is one of the more bizarre plays I've seen. The ball snapped to the quarterback, Arbor, and nobody moved. And then all of a sudden he just throws it right over the middle, and the only person even in the vicinity was Crocker.
Since I said we haven't seen Crocker, he's had a big run and an interception. Maybe Coach White just needed me to remind him.
He's a chameleon out there. And that is what November football does. In high school seasons, you get to this stage, you got to make a play, or you feel like you got to make one. Here we are. After the interception.
Following the interception, the Ponies will maintain possession and have the ball first down.
The penalty was against Foxcroft Academy. And now they get to try and burn away 7.5 minutes. 7:42 to be exact. They hand it off to Beaudry. Skipping through would-be tacklers on the near side. And he's across the 10 to about the 13-yard line.
Only one other game going on in the state right now, and that's Marshwood leading 21-0 at the end of the third quarter down at Fitzpatrick Stadium. They're trying to get to play there again a week from today.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you have a really good football facility, play a lot of games there.
Yeah.
That's what Foxcroft Academy has here. Also helps having a good team get to play a lot of games here. This is the last game at this field this season, or this postseason. That is officially a pass to Topolsky. And after scrambling around across the line of scrimmage, needed 5 and got about that much. He did.
It wasn't enough for a first down, so the Ponies do move the chains with the pick pass, first down, Foxcroft at the 18.
Thank you to Bangor Savings Bank for being a post-game sponsor. They'll give away a $10 Visa gift card that can be used anywhere to the player of the game. Who are you leaning towards, Sean?
Yeah, no, there's no mystery tonight.
Yeah.
You know, last week there was a discussion. You could have given it to 2 or 3 guys on this team. Tonight, 2-7 as Austin Seavey waits for the play clock to run down. And a handoff up the middle.
Handoff to Gage Beaudry, straight ahead run.
This will be the third out of our 6 broadcasts this fall. Drury's won 3, be his third play of the game.
The IRS going to start taking notice.
Caden Crocker won 1.
Yep.
Carlos Rodriguez of Foxcroft Soccer won 1. And Bryce Connor won the other one. And Bryce Connor was through the game-winning touchdown today to help Dexter win that state title down at Fitzpatrick Stadium. Last play of the game. That's quite a way to win a state title.
MCI. Same end zone, by the way.
MCI did that.
The fire play that saw Eli Buzzle run into the end zone to win one for MCI. Handoff up the middle again, this time Beaudry, who's carried a lot of the load in the second half, spelling Jesse Drury. We're going to dip down inside 5 minutes here as the slow bleed of the clock continues.
So, post-game, when the Foxcroft doesn't allow points, the coaches go out there and do some push-ups. I saw that video on Facebook last week after the win over John Babs, and I'm sure that's what the Ponies players are shooting for right now. That's what they got left to finish off.
I'm sure you said words there. I'm just enjoying the tunes.
Yeah, this is kind of good. It's entertainment down here. They got the music playing below us.
Third down. And a deep ball down the far side.
Nice catch.
And pulled in for a huge completion, Jaden Richard.
Update from Fitzpatrick Stadium. Thanks to Chris Lessner for sending that. Marshwood running clock down at Fitzpatrick Stadium. They're up 35-0 over top-seeded Portland. So, not surprised Marshwood's going to pull out the win. Kind of surprised in the fashion they're going to win. Getting some dancing in, huh?
Look, the party has already begun. The party began a while ago at the start of the fourth quarter here at Oaks Field. Just short of midfield. 1st and 10. Waiting for the back judge to throw his arms in the air to start the play clock countdown. Here we go. It's Beaudry. Trying to get around 1, and he did.
into Oak Hill territory, taking out the 44-yard line.
I do want to add, Sean, obviously Drury gets a lot of the attention today, and as he should. He's had a huge game. But good to see Austin Seavey out there.
Yes.
It was a bad hit last week, and he had to leave the game. And back here looking good today. Then that's the most important thing for him. So good to see him back.
There are 5 names that you almost never hear when you see a team run the ball as effectively as Foxcroft Academy has tonight. Jack Caruso, Logan Walton, DJ Shield, Anthony Smith, and Hunter McSorley.
A huge reason why the running attack's been able to do what it's been able to do.
And it's Drury again through the middle. Another hole open wide up by the Foxcroft offensive line. Another first down inside the 35. And the clock stops very briefly and starts again with 2:40 to go.
What game are you looking forward to most next week, Sean, on the state games? So it's going to be Marshwood playing in Class B against Wyndham. And that's the only one we were waiting for. And this game is going to be Foxcroft and Winthrop. And the Class A and C matchups are set.
I'll tell you in a moment. A handoff goes to Beaudry through the middle. And he'll get about 3. For me, it's the A game, as it usually is when you get to Championship Saturday. And especially with a look, it will probably not be the closest game, but as a fan of, when Tiger Woods was at his peak, Ronnie O'Sullivan, a reference nobody will get because nobody here probably watches snooker. I get it. But when you see people who are dominant, I can appreciate that. And seeing Thornton Academy go to work, they'll be tested next week, but that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. They go to Beaudry again. And the tackle made across the 30. They'll give him the 26-yard line.
That game in the regular season, Thornton and Oxford Hills, was actually a very close competitive game. Oxford Hills turned it over a bunch of times, and Thornton snuck out a win, but it was a very competitive game in the regular season.
We can't tell who has made the past few tackles for Oak Hill. 53 not on the program for the Raiders. But he has been after Beaudry these last couple of plays. But that is going to be all the work by either of these teams. Seavey will take the snap, take a knee, and that is going to do it. 27-0. It was closer than Foxcroft fans would have liked early, not as close as Oak Hill would have liked late. The Ponies complete an undefeated campaign -1. That one to come next week when they play for a state championship against the Winthrop Ramblers. 27-0 the final. We'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from another dominant performance from the Foxcroft Academy Ponies at Oaks Field.
All across New England, business owners are finding new ways to succeed. Families are working hard to provide for their loved ones and their future. It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Oaks Field at Foxcroft Academy. Sean Stackles alongside Mark Kalman, where the Foxcroft Academy Ponies have completed a shutout in the semifinals of the Class D playoffs. They beat Oak Hill 27-0, and now waiting for them next week Winthrop, Monmouth, Halldale, the Ramblers for the state title, a rematch of a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Jesse Drury with 3 touchdowns, 2 on the offensive side, one on the defensive side, and Toplowski got the other touchdown, and that's the final, 27-0. So congratulations to the Foxcroft Ponies, and they're out there celebrating right now for going back to the state game. So congratulations to them. And Bangor Savings Bank player of the game is...
Oh, had to think about it for all of 2 seconds. Jesse Drury, again, got the scoring started with the pick 6. And then 2 more touchdowns in the second half as the Foxcroft Academy Ponies, again, 27-0. Drury accounting for 18 of those 27 points. Again, we mentioned the offensive line very briefly during that fourth quarter. Again, not mentioned nearly enough on a night like this. A night where, frankly, both offensive lines were called on to do a lot of heavy lifting. And for a while it looked like Oak Hill was going to be capable of doing that heavy lifting against a very tough Foxcroft Academy line. But it is Foxcroft Academy. And they've done what they've done now 10 times on the campaign. They have won the battle in the trenches, given their skill players all the freedom in the world. And now they're going to do it one more time next week.
Yeah, Sean, been here for, most of the home games here at Foxcroft. And, they win, as you said, with the skill players on the offense. Their defensive line usually outplays the other line. And another factor, they usually win the special teams because of their kicking game and their returners on their side. So they win all 3 aspects of the game.
They do indeed, and they win this game outright tonight. Again, 27-0, the final score. Any final thoughts, Mark, as we head into state championship weekend coming up in 6 days? 6 days,
there'll be this game right here of Foxcroft and Winthrop. We'll be playing Friday night at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. We'll be there giving you updates and looking forward to that. And it should be a great weekend. Weather-wise, couldn't have asked for anything more tonight. And congratulations to the Pony. Congratulations to all the teams. The 2 state championships champions have already been crowned. That would be Cheverus and Dexter. Congratulations to both of them on winning state championships. And congratulations to all the teams that won today and advanced to the state championship weekend.
Well, for all of us here at Eastern Maine Sports Media, we sign off one more time during football season. Foxcroft Academy takes it 27-0. Another shutout on the campaign. State championship on the horizon. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you as the winter rolls on and we get into basketball season.